Hi, it's Patricia from the Southwest Yankee. What some middle-aged women will do. The introvert extrovert saga. Regaling. Light moment. I praise you for I'm fearfully, wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know this full well. Psalms 139:14. So, revisited. We're going to talk about introvert extroverts. So, we'll start with how, and we were going to, this is foreshadowing the topic sentence, the introduction paragraph. Shout out to all the English teachers. So, the main objective of the extrovert is to rally an audience and tell a story. So the introvert, on the other hand, is not that way. They are like, I have to be around people, and now I need to go somewhere and recharge, journal, read, whatever it is to, take a break. So, but they have one thing that most extroverts don't have. Most of them are comics. So I think they take their powers of not rallying and look at what the extroverts are doing and go, I think I'll put that in my act. So I think it's a win-win. So we will regale you, and I'll tell you what a couple introverts did to me, siblings, later in this montage. So I have a couple friends. So I was talking to another extrovert friend recently. She's like, all my friends are introverts. And I'm like, wow, I feel so bad. I got one extrovert friend. So we will go down the saga, but the rest of them are all introverts. So one of my extrovert friends, so we play like one-upmanship. Like, it's who gets the story in there first, because the other person's going to become the audience. So, obviously, that extrovert friend is a firstborn. I got to be a firstborn for a little bit, but basically, I think in my heart, I'm a middle child. So, she just wins a lot. I really try hard. But she gets that story in there quickly. So, but it's a break from carrying the conversation with an introvert. So, six doesn't have the other, how it goes. So, my introvert friend, one of them is from, because the one extrovert friend I have is from Texas. So one of the introvert friends, we grew up, I have a few of them from, quite a few from Massachusetts, but one of them, we've known each other a long time, and it's like, one thing you do in Massachusetts is there's like a, you can talk at the same time, there's this banter, idioms running amok. So, her and I have a rhythm with that. And I like to mess with one of my other introvert friends down in Texas and tell her that even with that introvert friend, she does a lot of the talking too. So that introvert friend's like, no, this doesn't happen. I'm like, yes. So, anywho, what happened was, we will regale you of the comic trainings of my siblings. So, mom was an extrovert and dad was an introvert. So being with mother was like being a politician. There was a lot of glad handing, kissing babies. And Dad, like when they got together, it was like a comedy act, and he was a straight man, and then he'd just give you a look and you'd be laughing because, you know, the introvert, the comedian, he has, you know, the vibe of the room going on, and he's going to show you. So it was hilarious. But I was sandwiched in between an older brother and younger sister until my extrovert youngest brother came 6.5 years later. So in between them being both introverts, yes. So it was after Halloween. We were all teenagers at the time, and they decided, you know what? I think we have to amuse ourselves at her expense. So they took a rotting pumpkin and shoved it under my pillow. They come in the next morning. There's not a drop of pumpkin on me because I'm a sound sleeper. So I must have not barely moved when I slept, because they were like, what? Their plans were foiled. So we're going to talk about the extrovert and how they need to have many groups. So, you know, I love to read what you think would be an introvert trait, because it looks like you have to do it by yourself. But extroverts find a way to read a book, but then have an audience. So besides, I love to hold the book and have it read to me, because I have this app through the library, and it'll audio, and then you can hold the book. So there's another audience. But the book club, we show up, of course we got snacks, then we end up, you know, I think we talk about the book a little, because, you know, we're going to talk about, you know, what the characters are doing with the plot, and there's a theme. But then all of a sudden, you know, one of the ladies is like, oh, you know, we did this, and then we went over here. You know, they got an audience, so all the extroverts in the room are like, yay. So we will have more installments, and I'll get more into if there's any real difference between, because I'm really studying this right now, and any difference between a, you know, northeast and a southwest, the compass, introverts and extroverts. So stay tuned for that installment. Yay! So remember to subscribe. Bye.